Hey y'all, it's Lady Soul. I was gonna talk today. I'm just gonna rabble. But when people say stay out your feelings, how would you take that? And I mean, like, when you really trying to express yourself to somebody and they say, oh, you all up in your feelings. But are you taking the time out to listen to that person and listening to how they feel about whatever? Like, there's an empty space in their heart that wants to be filled. And when a person comes to you and they trying to, oh, you all up in your feelings and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? To the opposite person, stop selling the next person hope. You know what I'm saying? Stop leading that person on, making them feel like, yeah, there's a possibility of something. And then you get that person's emotions. Yes, we can also control it. We can turn that part off. But I feel like when we cut off certain emotions, then we're also blocking our blessings as well. And I'm just wanting to let everybody know, like, y'all, we got to be mindful of other people's feelings. Stop telling people they too all up in their feelings. How you going to sit there and tell somebody that? Are you listening? Are you paying attention to the emotions that this person has? No, because you so caught up into your own emotions that you ain't even taking it in the initiative to look at the next person. Some people express themselves so many different ways. Some people want to cry. Just because they cry don't mean they weak. That's the way they express themselves. Some people use certain words that can just be so to make a person's emotions even higher. And it's like, it's so much that comes with that. Man, I've gotten that so many times in my life. Oh, I'm too emotional. I'm too that. Well, I'll admit, I'm a little emotional. Yeah, I can be. But I'm going to tell you what, I've been through a lot in this. Huh. Woo! I've been through some things. I ain't been through everything, but I've been through enough to be able to stand tall and put my armor on that God has. But at the same token, I don't want to block my blessings either, because I've been shinned away from or shied away from expressing my feelings and how I feel because I'm worried about my emotions. Everybody got emotions. It's not my fault that yours is cut off. I don't care. You unplugged yourself. You unplugged yourself. I don't care. But guess what? I'm about to recharge my mind. I'm about to meditate to elevate. Because if you ain't doing the same thing, then oh well. It's not about me being heartless or being emotionless or nothing like that. But you know what? I'm very, very much aware as to how the energies and everything. And sometimes some things can be misleading. That is true. That is true. But mama ain't raised no fool. And people, I don't understand. That just get on my nerves. Like, stop selling people hope, man. Like, I have girls. I have 3 girls and I have 1 boy. And I'm going to tell you, my daughters, I'm trying to teach them. Feel that woman intuition, man. Your woman intuitions will never lie to you. Don't go against it. I went I went against a lot of my own intuitions. And they got me into some situations that I'm really trying to level up from. That I'm trying to accept it for what it is and move on. You know? I just stop telling people they too emotional or get out your feelings. Those people who say that, stop selling them people hope. Give them faith or let them know what it is. Let them know, like, nah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want to be with you. No, I don't want nothing. Let it be known and let that person deal with it. They'll go on with themselves. Hopefully they'll go on. I tell you one thing, you tell me to get out my feelings, I already know what it is. You ain't meant for me. Family, friend, or foe, I don't care who it is. Because let me tell you something. I'm just getting fed up. I'm sorry, y'all. I just, a lot of things I see a lot of things. I hear a lot of things. I pay attention. People want to say, oh, you slow. Oh, you this, you that. Continue to think what you want, boo. Continue to think what you want. Because guess what? I'm the one that has self-love. I'm the one that has my power. You know, understand what I'm saying? I'm going to walk it and I'm going to talk it as if it's already mine. In fact, it's been mine since the day God put me on this planet. It's already been mine. It's the fact that now I had to go to the beginning to get to my ending. And I'm at my ending. I have a store called Odre. The original life that raptures with elegance. And guess what? The last child that I had was my ending to my beginning that allowed me to bring soul to soul together. I had to go through a lot of rigmarole and a lot of breaking down and a lot of tears and a lot. Don't get me wrong, I cry now. I cry now. I cry now. Sometimes I feel like I don't have no outlet. But guess what? I had to learn along the way. Sometimes you got to go into a dark space. Sometimes you don't have to go into a dark space. Let me take that back. Sometimes you have to go into a space and release and pray. Because when you know will bring joy into your life and inspire you, celebrate it through your talents and through your creation. You release all of that. Release it. I had to learn that the hard way, man. I'm just, people always talking about your emotions. Emotions. Do you have emotions? You know, you got to learn how to express yourself. How are you able to communicate with anybody if somebody tell you you too in your feelings or you're too emotional? I mean, there is level to it. There is definitely levels to it. I do agree. But when it's a man and a woman expressing themselves, y'all have to learn to listen to each other. When it's a daughter and a mother, you listen to each other. Son and daughter, so forth and so forth. You know, listen, ain't none of us weak. Because let me tell you something. When you shed them tears and you cry and you let it all out, trust and believe you releasing that toxic to be able to receive the positive. Trust me. There's many a night. There's a lot of people don't know. I keep a lot of things to myself. That's why I come up on here and just talk. Because I know there's a lot of people who probably have the same mindset as me, who probably think like me, probably feel the same way like me. But I'm going to tell you, you're not alone, honey. You're not alone. Not at all. And those people, they just haven't elevated yet. They're not elevated. They can't understand that sometimes this is how people express themselves. You know? Like, I'm listening to this song right now by Waiting to Exhale. I don't know, man. I'm waiting to exhale. I'm definitely waiting to exhale. All hands down. I'm ready for that special someone to come in besides God. Because let me tell you, I can release all my worries. I can exhale all of that out to him. But sometimes it's that physical touch we want. I could feel God too. But I just want to encourage y'all, man. Don't let nobody, damper you by you expressing yourself, telling you all up in your feelings. They're the only ones who are in their feelings. Their feelings is hurt. They don't know how to express themselves. But the funny part is that you sitting here expressing yourself, it should teach them how to do it. Okay, like, I don't know. People need to do better, man. Like I said, I got my own kids. And I see a lot of things that I had issues with. And I ain't afraid to share it to the world. I don't care, because it's going to be a lot more of me opening up and me telling y'all a little bit about me as my journey goes along the way. But yes, I'm a single mother with 4 kids. It's been hard. Yes. Do I have my emotions? Yes. Do I be in my feelings? Yes. I don't care, because I am me. Allow me to be me. I don't give a rat's behind how you look at me. Oh, you too emotional. You sit there and cry. You cry over everything. No, it ain't, honey. You don't even understand. These tears are saving you. I have a temper out of this world. And trust me. Trust me. God has really kept his hands on me on a couple of situations. And I know one thing for sure and two for certain. Ever since June 28th, my life ain't been the same and has its roller coasters. But I'll tell you one thing for sure and two for certain. I understand why God did what he did. I understand why God had to allow things to happen the way it happened, because I wouldn't be sitting right here right now just rambling and just expressing myself and being in my feelings. I'm in here and tell y'all something, brothers and sisters. You ain't weak if you cry, even a man. Even if you a man and you listening to this, you ain't weak if you cry. You are now, you have gotten to a point in your life that you have elevated and you ready to release that. You don't even want it no more. It's not deserving of you. It's okay to cry, and you don't never let a woman tell you you was a punk and you ain't worth nothing if you gonna sit there and cry. Man, she ain't worth your time and he ain't worth your time either if he can't understand. A man and a woman should be able to understand each other's emotions. Well, if you are in love with that person, if you ain't in love with that person and you want to be a community, you know what, and you want to put your wand in a pond and other places, I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. Some days it's going to be raw and dirty. Some days it's going to be all sweet and flowers. But today I'm really like, although my emotions are a little hot because of what I see and what I know and how people are portraying me and my family and stuff. I'm tired of that, man. I'm tired of it. Just giving y'all little bits and pieces, but I know one thing. I'm going to be all right. Because guess what? Worry looks around, sorry looks back, but I'm going to tell you one thing for sure and two for certain. Faith always looks up.